Good morning and good afternoon to those on the East Coast. Thank you all for attending our webinar today. We have a very unique topic, and that is loss of license protection, specifically for pilots. We're going to get into some key details and as well as some marketing and prospecting guidelines. But first, before we get to those types of details, I do want to set the stage in the importance of disability. So every one of your clients should know just how important disability protection is and how much of a risk it poses on their ability to earn an income. 1 in 4 of today's workers will be disabled for at least 90 days during their working career. That means 25% of people will use a policy at some point. And 90% of those disabilities are caused by illnesses, leaving only 10% due to accidents. The average claim length is just over 2 years, and disabled Americans make up 12% of our total U.S. population. These are key statistics and ones that you should be preaching in every conversation with each of your clients earning an income. You then have to say, if your income stopped due to an accident or an illness, Mr. Client, how do you plan to survive? You see, income protection is designed to maintain your client's assets, the mortgage, the house, the car, even minor expenses, your son's football program or ice hockey, or your daughter might be in dance school. These are all costly expenses that add up on a month-to-month basis. You would hate to take these away from the people you love. And most importantly, how are we going to make sure that financial plan is a bulletproof solution, right? If you're disabled for any time during your accumulation stage, that affects the overall picture, and sometimes by tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on how long that disability lasts. So income protection is more than just the monthly paycheck, but keeping the entire financial plan in whole. Now, when we address pilots specifically, they have a very unique need. First off, their occupation should be easily seen as hazardous, and this is why many disability carriers prefer not to insure pilots for their income. Pilots have to undergo strict licensing guidelines. In the U.S. here, it's most known as the FAA, and they're required to go through biannual exams. These exams test these pilots to be in tip-top shape as far as their health is concerned, and really they could be revoked of their ability to fly at any given exam. So what do we bring to these pilots that's beneficial for them? A disability policy is simply not enough. Because of these strict guidelines that they're in the medical requirements that they're faced to have, a pilot could be stripped of their ability to fly simply by having elevated blood pressure. Or what if they had a kidney stone and just passed a kidney stone? No longer an issue, but hey, guess what? At one of those biannual exams, that's certainly going to be an issue. They're going to have to go through extensive testing to make sure that's a condition that is being solved and will not occur again in the near future. Now, to a disability insurance carrier's definition, are they disabled? No, definitely not. They could earn an income. However, they've been revoked of their medical certificate and thus leaves them without their license and their ability to earn their income as a pilot. So what we've designed on your screen here is loss of license income protection. It replaces a pilot's income in any event that their license or medical certificate is medically declined. Extremely valuable coverage, and especially when it comes to pilots. This means that elevated blood pressure or kidney stones, any of those situations, as soon as that pilot loses their license and their ability to fly, whether they're disabled or not, they receive their replacement income or a proportion of their income as a monthly stipend. So a very valuable policy and a conversation we should be having with all pilots. When I say all pilots, I truly mean any pilot earning an income as just that. They're flying an aircraft. So this could be an air ambulance pilot, it could be a crop duster, and obviously most commonly the commercial pilots, the American Airlines, even many of the shipping companies, UPS and DHL all have pilots, and also the corporate charter company, those pilots earning a sizable income in what they do, but again face the same restrictions and requirements as far as the FAA licensing is concerned. The pilot's loss of license plan is applicable to anyone up to age 63. Now, we offer a 5-year benefit period. However, there is an optional lump sum that can be added on to the end of that 5th year. Of course, it has the loss of license definition of disability, and certainly not to be concerned if a pilot is completely disabled, they would receive this benefit as well. Now, one of the nice things about the loss of license coverage and working with pilots specifically, because they undergo those biannual exams, they're technically required to be in top of their health strength, we do not require additional medical exams when a pilot applies, even individually. So it's known as a simplified issue. It's an application-only product, and we offer it on a 3-year term of insurance. What's important for you to know as you work with pilots is we're going to need the normal information necessary for a disability quote. So date of birth, income, how much disability coverage or loss of license coverage they have in force, and of course their state of residence. How it differs for pilots is we need to know these 2 key areas at the top of your screen. What type of pilot they are, whether that's a commercial, corporate, or possibly a medical pilot, and the type of aircraft they're flying. So is it a fixed wing or is it a helicopter? These are the only 2 additional criteria needed for your pilot clients. And again, I'll briefly state the easy requirements for this plan. We just need to know that they're active at work. They have their license currently, and just the application in order to initiate the coverage. Extremely simple process and solution here, but what can make it even better is our Guaranteed Standard Issue program. Now, many of you might be familiar with our GSI as it applies to executive benefits or for buy-sell business planning, and that is where we need at least 3 people to participate, and we can offer the coverage with no exams, no underwriting, discounted premium, you get it. Now, the same is available for pilots as well. So a minimum of 3 pilots, and they reap all the same benefits of our Guaranteed Standard Issue program. These policies are individually owned, making them portable, and the pilots can benefit from an automatic benefit increase at any time that their salary or income increases during their career. As I stated on one of those previous slides, our key clients for this coverage, it's been huge in those private charter companies. We've been going in and writing loss of license on the entire group of pilots who usually don't have any benefits at all, as well as the executives within that company. The corporate commercial airliners have received this type of coverage very well. American Airlines, Southwest, DHL, like I mentioned, all very well received to this plan and this type of solution. So if you have any contacts in those industries, I wouldn't hesitate bringing it up with them. And then a couple other on the screen there that have been beneficial as well. So what I'll leave you with as we wrap up, and sorry it's been such a quick one, but I do want to get you on your way. And this is a fairly simple concept to receive. Income protection is imperative for any client in any occupation, but any of your clients earning an income, they have to have income protection to balance that financial plan. Now, we know that pilots face very strict requirements, especially medically, and that's why this loss of license definition is so imperative to their financial plan. And of course, anytime you're talking to a pilot client, don't forget to stress how easy it is to obtain this coverage and how there's additional solutions to take it onto maybe a group of their pilots and some of their colleagues to benefit them with premium discounts and no applications whatsoever. So again, appreciate you joining us today for our loss of license protection webinar. If you have any questions at all, please visit our website, www.piu.org. You're more than welcome to contact me directly. My email is robert@piu.org, or you can reach any of our associates here by phone, and that is 800-345-8816. Thank you all for joining us today, and truly appreciate your quick attention here. Have a great day.